Hello everybody, welcome to twitch.tv/jchensor. My name is James Chen and you are watching the Chensor Dynasty. And how's everybody going on this wonderful Monday afternoon? Just gonna have a pretty chill stream today. Nothing super serious. Wanted to talk about stuff, but actually what I was doing before I jumped on here, and just to kind of give you guys an idea of the life of a streamer over here. I had the goal, I put the goal up to about 350. I came very close to getting to 350. I'm trying to get to 400 so I can hire, I'm talking about subs of course. I'm trying to get to 400 so I could hire a streamer. So let's see, 400 sub goal for hiring editor. For hiring an editor, so that's 400. So unfortunately, the way that it usually works is that you have periods of times where people will gift sub a bunch, and that's great and everything. But then the gift subs run out after a month, and then everything kind of goes away. So, as you can see it, you see right there, the sub goals have now... There was one point last month where in the span of a week, I got like 50 subs in like 2 or 3 days or something. And so all of those have now run out. And so we are back down to 244 subs. So we are at 61% of the 400 sub goal. And the goal was to try to get to maybe 500 by the end of July. But at this point in time, it seems like... that goal's probably not gonna happen. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep chugging along over here. But that's kind of one of the reasons why I had this episode, is because I kind of wanted to talk to people about the content that I've been creating, all the stuff that I've been doing recently here. Just wondering, what kind of stuff do you guys enjoy the most? I mean, First Attack, I'll keep doing that on Thursday just because I'm trying to build up a nice repertoire and like a bunch of stuff, like class courses for just evergreen content on YouTube. But, in general, when I do a lot of the other stuff here, when I'm doing like the beginner lobbies, or when I do the Chensor dojo and such, you don't get a lot of viewers coming in, and I'm just wondering, what kind of other content would you guys like to see? Also, if you guys are on YouTube and you're watching this right now, I was wondering if I could just get some feedback on, like, do you prefer the First Attack split into multiple episodes and released little by little? Do you want the entire First Attack episode all at once? Stuff like the Grand Blue Fantasy versus system mechanics. Let me know if that kind of stuff that you appreciate and you like. Do you prefer having the Chen reaction and Ask J Chensor as 2 separate episodes or as one? It's an interesting situation because you have this setup on YouTube where some people really enjoy having the long video because then they can play it in the background and not have to worry about jumping to something else. However, for those who are not dedicated viewers, they won't watch something that's listed as 30 minutes. They won't watch something that's listed as an hour. They only want to watch something that's just like 6 minutes. So if they see a topic that seems really interesting to them, they won't actually go and watch it because it's listed as something super long. The idea, of course, for the Chen reaction a long time ago was to create something that were just little 10-minute videos on one topic, and then move on to Ask J Chensor, where I talk about a bunch of stuff. It's kind of warped now. The Chen reaction videos have kind of gotten a little bit longer, and I didn't mean them to. Just because I'm very talkative, and that's just how it is whenever I talk about a subject. And I always want to be super thorough when I talk about things. I always feel bad if I just talk about something very briefly for about 5 minutes and then move on. It doesn't feel like I'm giving it the kind of attention it deserves. But mostly, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just wondering the kind of feedback. Oh, shout outs to Claro Wolf. Suck my nuts, Claro Wolf. And thank you for the sub. But, you know, I'm really curious, you know, how you guys feel about the content. Anything that you would like to see more of. If you guys want, like, I can just play more online. Like I said, when I play online, I get salty a lot. I get frustrated. So I know a lot of people actually don't enjoy watching that as much. And, you know, we're definitely in a time where streams and content views and everything like that have been going up. But I feel like a lot of the streams that I've been doing recently have been stagnating a little bit, I guess, you know. Okay, so shooter collaboration commentary and karaoke. Yeah, I mean, I want to do more restreams if I can, but obviously there's no more events. That was the whole idea. I could just go into Tetris these days. I'll have to see if I can figure out a setup for the NES Tetris. Yeah, that might be a really good idea, James the Powerhead, and see if I can figure that out. Savage Leonidas, I mean, I do that for a lot of things. I was gonna keep doing that for the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I did that one whole day of just explaining all the mechanics for it. I've put the videos up on YouTube. It's actually very surprising how few views that got. All of the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus videos, even though, and that's the tricky part, right? I'm editing those, I'm spending a lot of time, a lot of hours editing those videos, and each of those system mechanic videos that I put up, and they're only like 12 minutes long in each episode, but they all have like maybe about 100 views. It's kind of an interesting situation. It's hard to tell what will get the views, you know, what people are looking for. That's good, Fran Geek. Yeah, problem is I get salty and I get angry and it's not comfortable to watch. I have to figure out how to channel that salt and anger into something far more entertaining. Yeah, it's interesting because that's the weird part about the whole concept of content is the YouTube versus the Twitch stuff. Twitch seems to favor long play more than YouTube. Everybody wants to go to YouTube and just watch little snippets as opposed to something extensively long. But, you know, that's kind of what I'm here. That's what this video is about. I just kind of want to get feedback. I asked questions on Twitch yesterday about frequency of ads. Do you guys have any complaints about the way that I've been putting ads in the video? In general, I put ads about one every 20 minutes, one every half an hour. Tuesday show, I've been doing them in half an hour chunks. I also haven't really been doing anything particularly careful with the ads in the Tuesday show. I just place them every 30 minutes so they can be in the middle of sentences. I should probably do better to make sure at least they're not during periods of time where it's in the middle of a sentence. So I'll try to do that a little bit. I probably won't be able to do it in like specific timestamp spots where we change topics because that just takes a lot of more time to do that stuff. But maybe I can actually do that. So yeah, that's all it really comes down to. I'm just asking for feedback on, especially on YouTube as well. For those of you who are consuming all the videos on YouTube, what's your guys' opinion on all the stuff that I've been creating? What would you like to see more of? What would you like to see less of? So if you guys, and again, what do you guys think more people would like to see? I mean, obviously a lot of you guys here would like to see first attacks and more educational content like that. Unfortunately, educational content is notoriously very poor performing in terms of views on YouTube. So it's an interesting. I mean, I even did these fighting game dictionary videos that were 1 minute and 45 seconds long, basically, that explained fighting game concepts, and you know, they never got any views either. It's a very interesting kind of situation, and like I said, I'm just trying to see what people think out there, and see what kind of content people would like, what you feel like I'm doing well, what you feel like I'm doing poorly at, and like I said, be as critical as you want in the chat. I'm in the chat, and not only in the chat, but in the YouTube comments below. So if you have any good feedback, please let me know. I would appreciate that. And like and subscribe, and obviously you know what to do with the comments. Let me know stuff that you would like to see me do more of. Give me suggestions, feedbacks. Tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I will do my best to curate my stuff to be as entertaining for you guys as possible. But again, wanted to keep this one short, so that people will take a chance to watch this over and provide the feedback. But I'm going to do a much longer Ask jchensor section, so I can just hang out and talk with the chat and just shoot the shit and have a good time. So if you guys are here on Twitch, stick around for the Ask jchensor section. If you guys are on YouTube, you can look for my conversation with my Twitch chat there. So be right back for you guys on Twitch, and thanks for watching.